You say that lightning doesn't strike the same place twice. So what am I doing waiting here again? The chances of us meeting are astronomical, but I just can't believe this is the end. I missed you, gone before I turned around. I missed you, I should have spoken when I had the chance. I missed you. Somewhere in a parallel dimension, you and I are lost in ecstasy. How many lifetimes must I search to find you? What magic words will bring you back to me? I missed you, gone before I turned around. I missed you, I should have spoken when I had the chance. I missed you. I missed you, gone before I turned around. I missed you, I should have spoken when I had the chance. I missed you. I missed you. I missed you. I miss you.
Kevin McGee. Give it up for Kevin, folks. That little guitar is just a beautiful blend with your voice, Kevin. I was listening on the monitor because sometimes, you know, when you people were playing here, you have to understand something about the sacred grounds. There's something miraculous about the sound here. I don't know what the hell it is. Well, you can come up here and bang on a guitar and sing softly, and we can hear you in the room. But when I go home and listen to it on the internet, all I hear is the guitar banging. Can't hear you at all. That's why we use the microphone now to amplify your voice, so we can actually hear the words to the song. But if you have a nice, pleasant sound like that, the voice carries over it. It records quite nicely. So thank you, Kevin, once again. And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, this guy will be hosting in a few weeks. You've heard his rock out here before. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Haymarket.
One-handed guitar tonight. Oh my goodness.
One-armed bandit.
Hi, how's everybody?
Hey!
I want to say hi to my sweetie if she's watching.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow. It's tomorrow where she is.
It's tomorrow. It's Friday where she is.
She's buying tomorrow's lotto for us.
Yeah.
That lotto ticket. The song's not about you, honey. Oh, when you lie to me, baby, lean closer. Just your hair, wink your eye. When you lie to me, baby, lean closer. Wink your tail, give a sly smile. When you lie to me, baby, lean closer. Let me remember you're cold as ice. When you lie to me, baby, lean closer. those eyes. When you lie to me, baby, lean closer. Let me look into those big, pretty, lion eyes. That was just you, baby. You never lie to me.
No, that's the guy's job.
I did this one last week. I probably shouldn't do it, but I kind of refined it a little bit.
Do it.
Oh yeah.
And now, time for another newbie, ladies and gentlemen. I love this when we have a regular and a newbie and a regular and a newbie, and it's like interweaving two good stories together. So let's bring to the stage Hesh, right? Is that how you pronounce it? Hesh?
Ash.
Looks like he. Yes, absolutely. Keep those. By the way, these picks up here are house picks. You can have them. You'll notice they have a hole in them. It's an invention of mine. It prevents you from dropping the pick. They're impossible to throw away.
This is called Your Song. And I wrote this one Tuesday, so it doesn't have a title yet.
I'm not sure if we can, to be honest. Been trying to live on this planet as friends for a long time. I know that when I lived in New York, every time you were really friendly with people, they thought you were wearing a big red nose and clown shoes. Thank God we don't do that out here. Or thank atheists we don't do that out here. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring a little comedy to the show tonight.
Yeah.
And welcome back our buddy, Brandon.
Yeah. Woo! Walk wherever you want.
What's up, bitches?
Yeah. What's up? We like that here.
Yeah, I know, man. Like, that's how like I indicate whether or not I like you or we'll be friends or not after this.
Right.
I'm glad you said that it's gonna be comedy, because or else it gets weird, right? Like this guy came up, called us all bitches. I thought he was gonna sing a Aretha Franklin song, but very mean lady. Let's see. I like marijuana. It seems like the place I would, but like I don't like people who dedicate too much of their time to weed. You know, like I don't know. I think like I don't know. I think you should like it should become like a better hobby. I don't know. Like I was talking to a guy, and this guy goes, and I was like, this guy goes, yeah, man, I've dedicated 18 years of my life to marijuana research, and I was like, yeah, that's cool, but you could have like a mean harpsichord with all that time by now, right? But then he goes on, nah, it's fine, like, 'cause I've actually been productive with it. My wife used to shake a lot, and her legs wouldn't stop moving until I made this cream out of marijuana, and then it stopped, and I was like, did it get her high or anything? He's like, no, unless you smoke weed with it. Like, yo, what the fuck, man? You smoke so much weed that you forgot how it works. Now you gonna like talk for me, right? Because he was like some representative of some sort. Like I don't know. I feel like this guy is gonna eventually try to get everything else illegalized while in the process of getting weed legalized. He'll just be like, people will be like, yo, you want to go get some pasta? Like, nah, man, I told you I don't like Italian food because I don't like the way it makes me feel. Like, put down the weed, man. It's not the pasta. Like, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like I should be able to, like, go up and say why weed should be legalized. Like, I don't know, and give, like, real reasons and be like, yeah, I smoke marijuana, because sometimes I like to pretend I don't hear my roommates masturbate. I'll be like, yeah, sometimes I smoke weed, so I'm trying to convince myself that these SpaghettiOs are amazing. Sometimes I like to smoke weed because sometimes I like to giggle like a bitch. Or I watch episodes of Sister. I don't know, 18 years is a long time to be like doing shit with weed. I don't know. I feel like he could have progressed like further in his life and been doing something. Like people don't ever come up to me like, hey Stokes, how you been doing? Like, oh, it's fine, but I gotta find a storage unit for all these macaroni necklaces I've been making. I've been talking to this lady for like 4 weeks, and I was talking to her, and I was like, man, they're making Space Jam 2 with LeBron James. I think that's pretty lame. I don't think they should have redone it. He can never beat Mike. And then she was like, yeah, that is pretty fucked up, but I don't think we should talk ever again. Oh, like that's how my relationships are like these days, man. Like it's just a few days, you know, have sex a couple times, and then it's like, you know, whatever. And it used to be like long explanations of why this was happening. But like, no, I just get it right off the bat. Like sometimes I'll just get a text message and be like, yo, I think we need to talk. And then I'll call them and be like, yo, I get it, and then hang up. So I might just send them a text message back like, yo, I'll return that $30 I borrowed over my dead body, bitch. I get it, cause like I wanna just be like, oh fuck it, they don't know what they're missing out on. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I've got drunk and stole beef jerky from Walgreens like this week. And people laugh when you say that shit, so I don't think I'm ever gonna change it. Man. I always like forget. There's like so much. Oh yeah, it's like I don't know, man. Cause like, I don't feel like me with my sensibilities could be like placed somewhere in a long-term relationship. Like it's just would just be weird. It would be like weird fights. It's like, oh what? You gonna get mad because we went and visited your family and I touched your titty at the dinner table? Like it's exactly what your father wanted. Although he just heard me yell out, although he heard me under my breath yell out, "You fuck well." Like he should be proud. I didn't say good. Right? I didn't say you fuck good. Right? But she's gonna act like you didn't just say that. Yeah, I know. That's how it's comedy works.
Yeah.
These stupid jokes. I was thinking, oh man, this is so dumb. I'm gonna do it. I was thinking like about stuff that doesn't get appreciated very much, but doors. I feel like doors are an amazing thing, right? Because like at some point in my life, I feel like I went up to a door and I tried to open it, and then someone was on the other side holding it in and just like furiously masturbating. And I never even knew that, right? I was this close to a man who was jerking off on the other side of a door, but I didn't know that. But like if I do that right here, then that's just perfectly, that's like it's fucked up, right? The door stopped it and made it to two different situations. While me, I was mildly inconvenienced by bumping into a door that didn't open. He was scared for his life. God, I think it's so funny in my head. Like, think about it, man. Like, this thing separates two people. He is on the other side, like, with his iPhone. You know what? I know it was stupid. I'm not gonna apologize. My stepdad, he used to, like I had a stepdad, he used to get into a lot of he used to be the victim of a lot of acts of violence. But don't feel sorry for my stepdad. He's a piece of shit. Right? Like I just say random acts of violence. It's all shit that he done. Like he was he smoked crack and stuff. But like I say, you can't feel sorry for him. He wasn't like some old dude who's like sold beef jerky on the corner like with brittle teeth. Like, he used to be a college basketball player. You know what I mean? And he got like fucking like beat up like just around the town that I lived in like all the time. And I think that like the crack just diminishes your fighting skills because there's no reason that someone who could dunk a basketball should have a losing fighting record. No? Like you can dunk a basketball. Like he's running away from people because he's had experience driving through the baseline. People who get beat up and like usually run away from people aren't doing it because they're efficient at doing it, right? Like they usually just found some way to like cleverly weave around the science tables and shit, right? I don't know. Like one time this guy actually come to my house and he knocked on the door and he goes, "Hey, I was Walt there." That's my stepdad. And I was like, "Yeah, he's here." And then I went and I looked for him. And I didn't find him until like I went to the back utility room and he was wedged in between the washing machines. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think as a grown-ass person you should ever be in a situation that could put you between the washing machines. Like, if you're 40-something and you're hiding in the utility room, and that's your life is pretty fucked. But I didn't know that at the time. I actually went back to the guy And I said, yeah, I seen him. He's back hiding behind the washing machine. And he's like, okay. Well, like, he'll be out in a second. So like a few minutes later, he knocks on the door, and he goes, yo, is Walt here? And I'm like, yeah, I thought he was coming. And then he was like, nah, he didn't. And I went back out, and I looked and seen that the door was open, like, he had ran out the back door. So I went back up to the guy, and I was like, oh, actually, he left out the back. He was like, well, that's fine. Just tell your mother to wear a dark dress. They want to kill him. I was like, well, I should tell you, you should probably be more specific with what you want, because we could have got him out together. All right, thank you, guys.
Brandon Stokes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. So, one piece of advice, the microphones run on a 9-volt battery, and I can hear the battery is running down. So, if you cover the back end of this, you might hear some buzzes, just kind of let go or hold it back further. And we'll get some batteries later. Just before I bring up the next guy, I have 2 short announcements to make. Announcement number 1, you'll notice that Johnny Hernandez is not here this evening. It turns out that he's got that damnable flu that's going around. Now, this week, half of my students called in sick. And, 2 weeks ago I had it. And I've listened to everybody, I've listened to like 10 different people tell me how they've dealt with this flu. And in every single case, no matter what they took or what they did, they had it for 5 days, and then there was a 5-day period where they were just spitting up and getting over it. So you got a 10-day ride with this no matter what you do. I don't care if you kill, if you kill chickens or take echinacea or drink lots of vitamin C. Just warning you out there. So Johnny will be back next week. The other thing is Johnny told me that Ryan Casada, our buddy Ryan, hi Ryan out there, because I know he's watching in New York, woo, brother. He was going to be back here real soon, and do a feature if he could, or come in and say hello to everybody. But he's going to be stuck in New York at least until the end of April, and the reason is that his father has come down with cancer, and so his father will be going to the hospital and getting an operation, and then Ryan will be back. So sometime in April or May, we'll see Ryan again. But send your prayers, all your good vibes, light a candle, smoke pot, and think of them, whatever to get your astral plane to New York, folks. Send the good vibes that way. That way? Yeah, that way.
Love you, Ryan.
Okay, we love you, Ryan. We hope to see you soon. And all you people out there on the internet, go to Ryan's website, please, Ryan Casada, and click on and join, and watch what's going on in his life, because he's been traveling across the country and just literally playing people's living rooms. So, and that's a great thing. Now up next, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome Ryan to the stage.
Got it?
Ryan, everybody!
got a friendship out of it.
Let's give him a big warm applause. He was tracking a lot of water. There's a lake forming here. If you don't have rubber shoes on, be careful. I'm always barefoot, so I notice anything on the floor. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Gary Garrett. He will be our feature next week with his friend. So please, please come and see him next week, as well as a little taste tonight.
True story.
I can't believe my eyes. I didn't think I'd see you in my mail again. Didn't realize you can get an adrenaline rush from a name. I've been feeling pretty zen, a little recreational desire and fear. What's this crazy mix of anticipation? Blue lights flashing in my rear view mirror. It's happening to me. I got that feeling I'm gonna write another song. It's happening to me. You got me singing, you got me ringing like a gong. I threw the E-chain, didn't like the answer, and I threw it again. I hear the telephone ring, and my heart starts thumping like a tennis shoe in the washing machine. I got $100 bill as I pick up the phone. The Rod Sterling in my imagination is telling me I've entered the arrival.
this vocal duo with Angelisa is just wonderful. It's just it's so joyous to sing with her. Like she's a larynx in my life. We met about 2 or 3 hours before the first time I sang with her here at Sacred Grounds. We started singing. We'd only been singing together for a few hours.
Yeah, it was great though.
And anyway, so now we're spending like 2/3 of our time together. I got a whole act, and we'll be featuring next week. So please come and bring friends. It's really special. All right, so this song is it's called "You Want to Get Naked."
Yeah.
Yeah.
San Francisco.
What do you need to do right now?
I would like to right
It's legal here. It's legal here.
All right.
Not the moment.
She came out of nowhere, lightning from a clear blue sky. She said, I never talk to strangers, but I can't remember why. She said, you look just like an old friend. No, you really do. And I could use an old friend. How about you?
Yeah.
She held up a finger, the usual on the usual hand. There was a ghostly ring upon it, and I began to understand. I showed her mine. I said, hey, look, it eventually goes away. She smiled that crooked smile, and that was all we had to say until we drove away.
Yeah.
Talking and driving, you get to say the things you feel. You got your eyes upon the highway. You got your hands upon the wheel. She said, I've been building walls so long, I want to tear some down. And it was somewhere near the grapevine, just before we turned around. She turned to me and said, you want to get naked? And I don't mean your clothes. I want to stand in front of someone, naked to my soul, naked to my soul, naked to my soul. Can I take your hat? Can I take your coat? Can I take your shoes? Can I take your clothes? Can I take you down to the look out my window, nothing but a clear blue sky. I knew it couldn't last forever, but I can't remember why. not as high as I used to do. So don't be too surprised one fine day I up and say to you, you wanna get naked? And I don't mean your clothes. I wanna stand in front of someone naked to my soul, naked to my soul, naked to my soul.
Gary Barrett. And next week will be Gary Barrett and Andrew. And now, again, and maybe you can see a theme happening here, we have probably gotten more people started or gotten more newbies going than any other open mic in town. I think it's because we actually listen and care. We care about the music. So tonight, one more person. Let's welcome Andrew Castro to the stage, ladies and gentlemen.
Andrew, ladies and gentlemen.
This song I wrote, it's called Fall.
Right. Are you capping that? You go best. Go best.
Had a dream, baby. We were dancing. Burned the love we had, and I burned all my chances. It left a bad taste
the switch all the way up.
There
There you go.
This next song is a little faster. It's a song called Drifting.
Oh, I see.
And I'll also be the featured performer tomorrow at Cafe International.
Ooh.
Right. So yeah, from 9 o'clock it starts. So I have a little flyer if anybody's interested.
And it's at Hayes and Fillmore, right?
It's Peyton. Right?
Peyton Fillmore. Peyton Fillmore.
Alright, this song's called Drifting. Sunrise, red hearts at night, stopped where she was, and I should have turned to run, but the streetlights sleep and it don't mean nothing, and I wonder if the love we had was something. Drinks down when I hear the sound of the beating, and all I said now, it didn't make her cry. And she goes drifting, and I don't know why. I'll never do it again. Blue skies grow cold, seasons unfold, can't be undone. This feeling way too strong. The street lights sleep, but it don't mean nothing. And I wonder if the love we had was something. Two drinks down when I hear the sound of the beating. And all I said now, it didn't make her cry. And she goes drifting, and I don't know why. I'll never do it again. Oh, she had my soul in her hand. She had my heart. Oh, she had my soul in her hand. She had my, oh, she had my heart. And all I said now, it didn't make her cry. And she goes drifting, and I don't know why. I'll never do it again. Thank you.
Andrew Castro. And now, again, we will bring to the stage an entire tribe. Now, when the Tribe of Dreams first came here, they came here as one person. And then a couple weeks later, there were like 2 people, and then 3 people, and then Lady Zeitgeist showed up, and then all hell broke loose. And then one day, they did a feature, and this whole damn stage was completely filled with people, and I think there were 3 people in the audience who were not up on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Tribe of Dreams.
Thank you very much. I'm a tribe of one tonight, kind of. But y'all know the deal.
Yeah.
When I'm up here, y'all are the tribe. And I actually, if Gary would come up, I'd love it.
Yeah.
My songs tonight, this first song is an original, and I accidentally, sounds strange, but just go with me. I accidentally committed suicide once, and I got the chance to come back. And this is the song, this is what I learned from that. And last week, one of my dearest friends actually committed suicide and did not come back. And so this song is for him. His name's Paul, and this is for all of us who forget. The song's called Nothing's Real But Love. Myself sleeping, year after year after year. Saw myself hiding, living night out of my heart, but out of my fear. Nothing's real, but nothing's real but love. 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 Saw myself and doing, going in and out of motions, day in and day out, and I saw myself just running, and trying to be somewhere, be anywhere, but right here and right now. And oh, today let's come down from our towers and share in the world that we see. Put our hearts together and walk forward in the deepness of humanity. Oh, nothing's real, but nothing's real but love. Nothing's real, but nothing's real but love. Nothing's real, but nothing's real but love. Oh, nothing's real, but nothing's real but love. Nothing's real, but nothing's real but love. Nothing's real, but nothing's real but love. Love. Lost in the maze in my mind, I mistook it all for concrete reality, and I forgot about all of the colors right here, and I forgot about all of the vibrancy, and lost in the haze and the hype of artificiality. Oh, I'm just gonna sing a cappella. It's a cover song by who I consider one of my best vocal coaches, Donny Hathaway. Thank you, Gary Garris.
Never meet again before you go. Make this moment sweet again. We won't say goodnight until the last minute. I'll hold out my hand, and my heart will be in it. For we know this may only be a dream. We come and we go like the ripples of a stream. So love me tonight. Tomorrow was made for some. Tomorrow may never come. For all we know, we know.
Tribe of Dreams. Tribe of One. A lot of you might know that I am a professional schizophrenic. And when I was very, very young, I think I was about 12 years old, I went and saw the psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist said, "Are you hearing any voices at the moment?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "What are they saying to you?" And I said, "What are they saying to you?" He locked me up in 15 seconds for being real. So I call him Dr. Suicide, so I often say that suicide committed me, and I never got out. So up next, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome another newbie. You know how we like to sacrifice our virgins. Give them a big, warm round applause for Brian.
Mic or no mic?
Hey guys.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if there is, but we're going to try and see.
That was awesome. Thank you, brother. Beautiful. Thank you.
Baby, please don't make me go home tonight. I don't want to go. I don't make you mine. Know that your love could save me, and I've been feeling pretty down lately, and I know that your love, it could save me, it could save me. So baby, let me stay with you tonight. In the morning, I'm gonna make you mine. So happy together. Oh baby, I want to make you mine. Taught me nothing of value. Never question my new shoes, so these big corporations make more money off of you. And I gotta get out of this country, home of the free, where everyone's so blind they can't see. It's like they're brainwashing to being no smarter than a fucking monkey. Citations, government representations, public relations, United fucking Nations and investigations and communications. Ronald Reagan and the pigs and bacon and the big corporations. Supposed to trust them without any hesitation, but like how can I see some identification from me to you? Cause I don't trust any motherfucker in a suit. Yeah, I gotta get out. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. The military has complete disregard of human lives, dropping bombs on children and wives so they can drive their own side. So the kill, still, spy, and lie. And the FBI and the CIA better do whatever they say, or there might be another body in an unmarked grave. Just find yourself on hunger strike in Guantanamo Bay. Better do what they say, yeah. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. You ain't got nothing on me. You ain't got nothing.
This lady is my hug buddy, but for the last 2 weeks I've had the flu, and I feel like I gotta tap up and get one from her, you know what I mean? But I hopefully next week. Ladies and gentlemen, bringing to the stage, Lotus.
All right.
I'm going to do one acapulco.
Yes.
And then one of my
If you take it out, you won't be able to get it back in. I like it. So it's locked out.
Keep them in there's like 40, but there's still always.
Oh, yeah? This is about right, like this. No. I'm still learning about microphones. Okay, anyhow. All right, I'm singing a couple covers tonight just because I can, and it's been a long time since we could. I mean, many years we couldn't is what I mean. Anyhow, here we go. This is Buffy State Marine song. Fly, silly seagull, no chains can possess you, no voices can blame you for sun on your wings. My gentle relations have names they must call me for loving the freedom of all flying things. My dreams with the seagull fly out of reach, out of cry. I came to the city and lived like old Crusoe on an island of noise in a cobblestone sea, where the beaches were concrete and the stars stayed a light bill and the blossoms hung false on the store window tree. My dreams with the seagull fly out of reach, out of cry. Then out of the city and onto the seaside, the sun on my shoulder, the wind in my hair. But sandcastles crumble and hunger is human, and humans are hungry for worlds they can share. My dreams with the seagull fly out of reach, out of cry. I'll call to the seagull who dives o'er these waters and catches the silver pipe finner alone, saying, where are the footsteps that danced o'er these beaches, and hands that cast wishes that sank like a stone. My dreams where the seagull flies out of reach, out of cry. Woo! And this is a jazzier type of cover. You can sing along, please. I would love it. Joni Mitchell wrote it.
Woohoo! Yay!
Hey, paradise, beautiful parking lot with a pink cocktail, a boutique and a swinging hot spot. Don't always seem to go. You don't know what you've got till it's gone. Hey, paradise, beautiful parking lot. Ooh, la 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 la. Ooh, la 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 la. Took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. And people had to pay $1.50 just to see 'em. Ooh, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. Hey, paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, la 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 la. Ooh, la 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 la. Hey, farmer, farmer, put away that DDT now. Give me the spots and the apples, but leave me the birds and the bees. Oh, please, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. Hey, paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, la 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 la. Ooh, la 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 la. Late last night, I heard that screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Ooh, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. Big paradise, but was walking lot. Ooh, la 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 la. Ooh, la 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 la. Big paradise, but a parking lot. Ooh, la 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 la. Big paradise, but a parking lot.
Yeah.
Lotus, ladies and gentlemen. Lotus. And up next, the lady who got her start here, and God, I'm so glad that she did. Please welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, Jade.
Thanks for inviting us to sing.
It's been a while since I've been here. I've been pretty busy, and I just released my first EP. And this is the first place that I ever performed at, and it's a natural for encouraging me to continue.
Right on.
And so I'm
Well,
really
God
glad
gave
to be
you
here.
that voice.
I know, right?
Amen,
Wow.
amen. So I have a few copies. If you all want to buy it afterward, $7. And I'll start with one of the tracks from the EP. It's called A Part of Me. You twisted my heart. You twisted my love. Where have you gone? Nobody's home. I sunken below. I get below. There's no hand to hold. No hand to hold. And all these days, search for you, silver lining, flowers bloom, rushed into me, and not from me, taken part of me, part of me. You don't know what you've done to me. You drove me crazy, yeah. Questioning what could have been, what should have been, yeah. I can't completely let go. It's the hardest thing I've ever known, yeah. Still hoping that one day I'll have my way, yeah. And all these days I've searched for you, silver lining, flowers bloom, pushed into me, and now from me you've taken part of me, part of me, part of me, oh, part of me. Woo! So this next song, it's a little bit happier, and it's also on the EP, and it's titled "Take Me All the Way."
What's he got? Where? It's not really late, but that part. Not this one. I'll tell you what.
Light a match and start a fire. You're making my love burn brighter. You can read me like Braille on a page, and I'm surprised to see you, baby. Just like a pendulum pulled by gravity. You got your hold and I can't get away. So take me all the way. Take me all the way. There's no sense in playing games, and I know you feel the same way. So take me all the way. I'm not leaving until you say I know you feel the same, and I know you feel the same way. Focus on me and let the world fade away. You're safe with me, I won't let you slip away. Like the sun dips into the ocean, your hand in mine is the only option. And I love it when we know what's going on, but we stay silent just to keep warm. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I just need to hear you say, well, take me all the way. Take me all the way. There's no sense in playing games, and I know you feel the same way. So take me all the way. I'm not leaving until you say I know you feel the same, and I know you feel the same way. So light a match and start a fire.
DJ see and hear up here, you know, you might not understand, but in a year or two you'll be paying for it. Right there is a good example. So ladies and gentlemen, up next, our poet laureate, Lucan.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, I'll try this one.
You want to hold something, hold that.
This was written on the anniversary of Mandela's death, December 13th, 2013. Today, not one purchase will be made. No commercials will be played. Broadcast program contrived condolences of programmers towards away from single destination. A tent defined delusion of continuous redirection leading to wasted seed, no less determined design. Pretty pictures, rival implies, exist none outside the imagination, beyond the mind of care. Mandela tonight, Mandela thought not very warmly of this capitalist systematic destabilization down to the people's seasonal rhythm by mechanization and a wobbling thing that can no more save daylight than it can hold sand. We shall overcome. The revolution is not being televised. I want to do like a slow version of one that I know, just because I will have it real soon. But for now, I'll just redo it.
You need to use the other, just put
Oh, I got this one. Been spending some time wondering how why the G-men and crony cohorts are laughing at me. Why they're spending my dime, leaving me half a nickel, telling me to spend it on a popsicle, a Marlboro, some putrid petrol, when it's in my head that we ought to be stacking up for dry times that needn't happen, but we keep clapping whilst country kids are out Iraqing to fill bourgeois pockets to overflowing. Is the same hand that jails me, tells me that I can't be wandering around using medicine pulled from the ground. This one nation hidden under a bush all needs to know which way to go. Need to go off, blow a fuse, get hot, become unconfused, not reused. Seeming to detest rest, we must become diligent to the task of regaining our 9/10 more than y'all. American passports are gold for any nationality. So we that here be already should do the only thing that is rational. Say many things from each of chaotic direction, speaking out our single most objection, that they wealth despite integrity, intelligence, or education. Crafting lies, feigning knowledge, dependent largely on relation, tricking us numb and dumb with the overblown drama of government-run TV and eye candy and comedy instead of education and university.
a little closer. Yeah. Yeah.
I might have to make up a mic that's going to work with this someday.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Thanks.
I don't think you can go to the music store and buy a juice harp microphone.
I'm thinking about
But I do have a recommendation. There's a certain kind of bullet-shaped microphone that's especially for reeds. And you'll see a lot of harmonica players use it, and you might want to get it. It's called the Bullet, and you might want to get that. Plug straight in, and they hold it in their hand. Bang, bang. Does a beautiful job, and it won't crack up like a lot of other things do. But reeds are a problem because they put out such a pure tone that some microphones can't handle it. Okay. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, this guy was here a long time ago, but hasn't been here for so long, we'll just call him the newbie, and welcome to the stage with a big round of applause. Matt, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome, Matt.
You need the mic?
Sure.
Dan, or sit? You can adjust it anything.
So these are a couple new songs. Well, we've been walking for a long time. I check my watch to ease my weary mind. Some kind of war inside my brain. Ocean crashes to kill the pain. She looked to me with open eyes, said, bring my heart to open skies. We'll die if we don't go. This city makes me know everyone just digs for gold. In a little coffee shop, a wither over books they buy. Flashlight economy, a little lost lover. Well, they had it all along, couldn't love each other. Look to me with open eyes, said, bring my heart to open skies. We'll die if we
song last week. I'm going to try to remember all the words today. Last Saturday I did a thing I'll never do. I fell in love again. This time it was you. It's the way you looked at me through those drunken eyes. Formed a smile on your little lips. Imagine my surprise. I'm doing right. I'm doing right. Doing right by you. Doing right. I'm doing right. I'm doing right by you. I held your hand and we stepped out in the street. You lit a cigarette, threw it at my feet. Said you could not wrap your head around things that I had said. Evidently threw you for a whirlwind in your head. I'm doing right, I'm doing right by you. Doing right, I'm doing right, I'm doing right by you. Into the night we walk like kids in brand new shoes. We are two Indians in the same canoe. Walk alone and end up by myself. This time I'm with you. I'm doing right. I'm doing right. Doing right by you. Doing right. I'm doing right. I'm doing right by you. Oh, 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 I see the homeless people out there in the street. I'm thanking God that it's not you and me. From the point of no return, I'll give you shelter from the storm. I'm doing right, I'm doing right by you. Doing right, I'm doing right by you. Oh, 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 oh. Last Saturday I did a thing I never do.
Matt, ladies and gentlemen. So remember, next week, Gary Garrett and Lise and Angelise. Angelise. That'll take me a while, Gary. If I don't use a word 10,000 times.
Call her Lisa if you want.
An angel that looks like Lisa.
Well, you know, I'd rather call her an angel because she sure sounds like one. Oh, God, you guys. I don't know if people remember the Carpenters, but Karen Carpenter and her brother, they have a very similar vocal style that locks in beautifully, and their voices really complement each other. It's quite beautiful. So please come early for the feature next week. Okay. I'm thankful for your smile. I'm thankful for your wink, that little twinkle in your eye. I'm thankful for the music in your soul. When I'm feeling incomplete, you make me whole. I'm thankful for your touch. You see the little things you do to me that always mean so much. Like being here and always being true. For this and so much more, I thank you, I thank you. I'm thankful for your fire. The passion of your spirit never ceases to inspire me. I'm thankful for this moment that we share and for a chance to let you all know I care, everybody. So when you feel like no one wants you, know that you're my lucky star. And I am thankful for you, just the way you are. Good night, Granny Rose, and thanks for watching.
Please bus yourselves, pick up and help Teddy lock up. Thank you, everyone.